On today's episode of Do's and Don'ts is a very important topic, bus etiquette. Rutgers. Along with your typical bouts of Are You Screwed, like X-Focus constantly hacking Are You Not Secure, is the bus system. A bus system so confusing, even RUTV had to make a PSA about it.
The Rutgers bus system provides more than 15 options to get around the 5 campuses. Sounds overwhelming? But here's a quick recap of the bus routes and available resources to make traveling easier. On weekdays, the A and H buses make stops along College Ave and Bush. The B loops between Livingston and Bush, as the LX makes stops on Livingston and College Ave. The F takes an express route by traveling Route 18 from College Ave to Cook and Douglas. The Rex L goes between Douglas and Livingston, with the Rex B looping between Douglas and Bush. There are also weekend buses, which make stops on every campus. Each bus stop displays the routes of the specific bus stopping there and the expected arrival times. To learn more about the Rutgers bus system and additional bus services, download the Rutgers app, visit nextbus.com or rudots.rutgers.edu.
One would assume that this video would make it easier getting through Rutgers, New Brunswick's 5 campuses. But this video neglects to mention a few important things. On top of buses arriving early or leaving late, you have to deal with the unfavorable habits of fellow students. In order to avoid common mistakes, here are some do's and don'ts everyone should know. This is problem number 1. We are all trying to get to class and other places as soon as possible. For that to happen, getting on and off the bus has to be done in an orderly fashion. It is best to wait until the passengers have exited the bus before entering. Here is what you should and should not do. This is problem number 2. We all value our personal space, especially in public. Yet, with public transportation comes the understanding that one might have to compromise their space so that others could get on. But when the bus is practically empty, those boundaries come right back into place. This is how to and how not to respect personal space. This is problem number 3. We are all students and understand what it's like to have a heavy book bag and not want to carry it. So putting it on the seat next to you seems like a better alternative to the floor. But keeping it there when another student wants to sit is inconsiderate and rude. Here is how to and how not to be polite. Problem number 4. At some point in the day, you will see a friend and decide to take the bus with them. When you go to sit down, please be aware of those around you and be mindful of your conversation. Here is how you should and should not behave. are some honorable mentions just to keep in mind. Hygiene is very important. Talking loudly on the phone is obnoxious. Maybe call back later. When standing, please be mindful of the people who are sitting behind you. And last but not least, try to say thank you to the bus drivers. Well, that's it for do's and don'ts. Stay tuned for next time.